Hi, my name's Nicola Timlin. I'm from Katanning, West Australia. Today I'm making this video because 6 years ago, on the 26th of November 2014, I had to go and have a CAT scan. After that CAT scan, when I got some discs to bring home and have a look at myself, I knew that the Australian government and Australian federal agencies had used me for medical research without my knowledge or consent. 84 days later, I had to go for a follow-up CAT scan of the same area. 84 days later, again, I saw what had medical procedures had happened since that first CAT scan. This all took place in 84 days. I'd like to show you the scans. This scan was the first CAT scan done on the 26th of the 11th, 2014, and according to Dr. I. Tilbury at Albany radiologist, there is nothing wrong with this CAT scan. There is nothing wrong with this picture. First, you can, apart from, if you put a line down the middle, that's the left side here, this is the right-hand side. My problems have always been with this right-hand side. Here you can clearly see something's not right here. Here you can see things are clearly not right here. But it's this shoulder, this whole area on both sides. This is a problem here. And I have 14 years of x-rays to show this exact problem. Right, moving along from here, I will show you this photo. No, I won't. I will go back to this one here. Just moving things along to show you from the first CAT scan. If we watch the shoulder on the right-hand side, in here, never, ever, in the whole CAT scan, are those shoulders aligned. But, I mean, apart from, look what's going on up here, you can actually see the mess. But according to Dr. I. Tilbury, Albany radiologist, there is nothing wrong with this CAT scan. Then we move along to this one here. This was the first CAT scan, and this one here 84 days later. Look at the shoulder here. Look at this. This whole CAT scan, the shoulder is perfectly aligned with this one, and yet here it's not. This bone here, see how far this one here comes up, and this one's sitting in here. Well, look at this bit here hanging down. I'm presuming this is this bit in here. This looks fine, but see where this rib is sitting way up here, which is totally wrong. Well, look at it now down here. Look at this bit here. Has this bit been cut through from that rib? But back to the shoulders. This bit here. This bit here. I'll show you another CAT scan, which is 84 days later, which is with this CAT scan, as to why that looks like that. We'll pick this one. There we go. Look at these little extras. This is why the shoulder's now straight. Look at all this. This wasn't there in the first CAT scan 84 days beforehand, but it's all in there now. I wasn't born with this. I didn't sign up for this medical research. Like, what the hell's this? And like, when you watch it, when we move it along, you watch those hook up to that bottom bit. This bit here, you watch. It all hook up. See it latch on? This here. Look, watch this. and bring it forward. Oh, yeah, we might go back one more scan. I missed it there. Go back, go back, go back. Yeah, we'll bring this one up. Here we go. Look at this. This here. Looks like a node. Like, I wasn't born with this. Wasn't there in the first scan. Goes into my spine here. Look. More here. Going into here. And there's that crazy thing that hangs down here. I wasn't born with that. I didn't sign up for anyone to do that to me. Now let me show you some more. Let's have a wee look at these mixed pics here. Scott Morrison. I want to talk to you about this. That's one we've just looked at. All these things have been put in me. I didn't sign up for that. I didn't sign up for this. What's that? Looks like a fuse. This. Now, where's the picture I want? Where is the one I want? That one and this one. Right, look at this. Look at the gap here. And I'll show you in the next picture. There's nothing there. This has been taken. This is my cells. This is my skin. This is my flesh. This is me that has been taken. What's all this? Who did that? What's that for? Right, that's it, gone. Look what's been left of me. Look what they've done. This is butchery. Well, no. Someone touches your body without your consent, it's rape. Scott Morrison. It's medical fucking rape. Yep, back on. Just having some problems here. Okay, right, back to it. I've researched who's done this. I've contacted who's done this or who's set up to prevent things like this. Australia's Human Rights Commissioner, Edward Santos, he knows exactly about me, about my case. He has left me in the lurch and done absolutely nothing to stop it or prevent this from continuing. The National Health and Medical Research Council, the Director of Ethics and Governments, Gillian Barr, I contacted her. She's very aware of what's going on. She has done absolutely nothing. The Director of Evidence and Governance, Tanya Farmer, of the National Health and Medical Research Council, again, has done absolutely nothing. She told me to take it up with Department of Defence. I wrote back and let them know I was not happy. It's not Department of Defence's issue. It is their issue. They are the governing bodies of Australia when it comes to humans being used for medical research. It is their problem. The last letter I got off the National Health Medical Research Council, they were too gutless to actually put their name on their letter telling me to take it up with Lifeline. So in other words, the Australian government can use civilians as guinea pigs, as medical guinea pigs, and if you have a problem with it, ring flippin' Lifeline. Bad attitude, whoever wrote that letter, you're going to deal with that big time. Greg Hunt, the Minister of Health in WA, he knows of my situation. He has done absolutely nothing. Scott Morrison, Prime Minister of Australia, is very aware of my situation. He has done absolutely nothing. I want answers. You cannot use a person's body without their consent or knowledge
for medical or any other research. Australia has removed all human rights, my human rights, and my religious rights and my religious beliefs. They haven't just put their filth in me, they have taken my cells, my flesh, they have taken me. That's illegal. You are accountable, Australia. Scott Morrison, you are accountable. I've researched Katanning to see how this can be done. This is not just happening to myself. This is happening in the whole community. Names involved, from police to detectives to forensics to the Commissioner of Crime, all the way to the top. I've got all your names. I know who's involved. I'm going to start rattling a few off right here, right now. Right, we'll start with the Singtel Optus. Mark Blair, Gordon Pike, you're accountable for what's going on in Katanning. Defence Science Technology Organisation, Complex Adaptive Systems Group, Anne-Marie Gregorian, Alex Ryan, Derek Abbott, Matthew Berryman. You are accountable for what's gone on and going on in Katanning, and you are accountable to me. Smart Infrastructure Facility Wollongong, Professor Peter Campbell, Matthew Berryman. You are both accountable. Argonne National Lab, America. Director, same name as Smart, same person as Smart, Professor Peter Campbell. Your simulation for Katanning, for the JWARS, for the Global MilSatcom, for your intra and inter, you are accountable. You and your system are accountable. You are accountable for the deaths within your system. TTCP team who approved the research going on in Katanning in regards to keeping civilians safe, Tony Kent, you are accountable. You too are also accountable for the deaths that have happened within your complex adaptive system. And believe you me, Katanning's complex adaptive systems, I can take using Mac and network via VR Exchange, via Mac, I can network Katanning's complex adaptive systems to a C2 system. And my C2 interoperability system can merge with your C2 JWARS system quite nicely, thanks to the then director of Argonne National Lab, Professor Peter Campbell, before he comes to Australia to do a 3-year CSIRO, you're accountable. 3-year simulation for CSIRO's Complex System Science Initiative, which leaves Katanning residents in critical social dimensions in a complex landscape systems where we are interacting with in that system. SimCat Katanning's virtual lab, again, goes back to Argonne National Lab. That'll be for the 21st Century Weather Forecasting Test Bed, which goes back to the Smart Infrastructure Facility, South Australia, Dr. Matthew Berryman, and again, Professor Peter Campbell, doing their complex systems engineering principle at the Smart Infrastructure Facility, getting it ready before it even opened in 2011. They're doing this in 2010 before it opened in 2011 to then embrace their new international partners. The Argonne National Lab. No shit. All you people have got some answers, and you are going to be accountable for what has been done to me, what is still being done to me, and what is going on in Katanning. Other names involved: Mike Kelly, Phil Bonner, Shane Page, N Pheasant, West Australian Medical Board, Kayamoto, Kushner University, which goes to the Kyoto Protocol, which falls under global warming. It also falls under iBusiness, eBusiness, and now U-Business, which is a way of bringing small business research initiative, which is otherwise known as a commercial off-the-shelf packet. It goes back to NASA, Step Central, NASA, remote sensing over Katanning, remote sensing Katanning for space and life science. Well, space is air travel transportation, and that's Project Soulcatcher. NASA, Houston's Johnson Space Centre. What's your dude's name? C.R. Reid. You're accountable for your medical telemedicine in Katanning. I think I've about covered that. And Scott Morrison, Prime Minister of Australia, I want answers, and you're going to give them to me. Because I tell you what, you're going to give them to me in life, because if I make you and force you to give them to me in death, I'll tell you now, I have it covered. I have Australian human rights representing me in America, and in the event of my death, all documentation that they have, I have signed authorization to them, Scott Morrison. So I might be a headache to you in life, but I'll tell you what, I'm a damn sight more of a headache in death. I am not going to go away, little man. You are going to bloody well deal with me and deal with this and deal with Katanning. That's all. Thank you. Goodbye.